at the end of 12 fast-paced rounds as Alexander Usyk looks to the heavens. And what a moment here between he and Anthony Joshua.
The fight. Who won? I'm giving it to Alexander Usyk. 116-112. There you go. 8 rounds to 4 for Alexander Usyk. But let's see those scorecards. I'm T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe. By the way, for you 5,000 people here, you're part of my post-fight video. So this is going to be an individual video that's going to be uploaded. And, you know, let's talk about the fight. Joshua did better than he did in the first fight. He clearly lost this fight, in my opinion. But, however, he's gotten so much better. You know, like the body work. He's still, in my opinion, going to be the 3rd best heavyweight in the world. Number 1, Alexander Usyk. Number 2, Tyson Fury. Number 3, Anthony Joshua.
We talked about the sustained attack earlier in that last round. It just wasn't there for Anthony Joshua. Whenever he had Alexander Usyk,
but
like he does right there,
let's turn it up.
Didn't follow up with the kind of combinations that would change the course of this fight.
I think Usyk showed throughout this fight.
Do you think?
One of the
do you think that maybe Joshua came in a little bit too heavy? Maybe he should have came in. He came in at 244. He was 240 for the first fight. He fought Andy Ruiz at 237. You think he could? You think he should have came in a little lighter in weight?
It makes your opponent more tired because they're throwing shots and missing. They're reaching for you and allows him time to counter you, to make you miss, to make you more tired.
I just don't think he can beat Usyk. He just can't. He just can't. Now, in a perfect world, we would see Usyk versus Tyson Fury next, but I don't think Tyson Fury wants anything to do with that. Do you think Tyson Fury can beat Usyk because he's a better boxer than Anthony Joshua, in my personal opinion? You know, in that 6'9" frame, like Tyson Fury can box.
And why not? I mean, that was a fantastic performance. They both gave it their all. They both had.
By the way, both fighters are going to be splitting $50 million. The Zone has signed Anthony Joshua earlier this summer to an exclusive deal. He's still marketable, though. He just can't beat Usyk. So now, what is he going to do as long as Usyk is around? Like, he's going to have to work his way up to a 3rd fight? Because now Usyk, he has 3 of the belts. So Joshua's going to go to the back of the line. And frankly, do you want to see a Usyk Joshua 3? I don't. I don't. I don't know what he can do differently a 3rd time around. What, come in lighter? Let's listen to the cards. Please, once again, drop a like. Immediately after this stream, actually 20-30 minutes after this stream, we're going to be doing another stream on the post-fight press conference where both of the fighters are going to be talking about what's next. And I got a long night of combat sports ahead of me. This is not the only fight I'm going to... Let's listen in. Ooh.
Of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Feldman scores it 115-113 for AJ Anthony Joshua. Steve Gray scores it 115-113 for Alexander Usyk.
They're going to do a fucking draw.
And Victor Kishchenko scores it 116-112 for the winner by split decision. And still the unified.
Okay. Whew. Oh, that was a close one.
Alexander.
That was a close one. Jeez. I was about to start cussing. I was about to start cussing up a storm.
Warriors, let's give them both.
I was about to start cussing up a storm.
Quite frankly, at the scoring for Anthony Joshua.
We're going to listen to the post-fight interviews. Hear what AJ and Usyk have to say. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the heavyweight division.
It was just hard to see 7 rounds.
By the way, follow the Fight View 360 podcast. Here's
gets
the link.
The win in this fight. Alexander Usyk is the unified heavyweight champion, and we will now see whether Tyson Fury is
There's a link to my podcast in the chat.
When we say he's the heavyweight champion of the world,
I'm going to be talking about all of this, replaying all of this. Not all of it, but on my podcast on Monday. Fight View 360, all one word. Get those damn sex bots out of here. Let's listen to the post-fight interview. I'm glad the right man won. Usyk, don't get me wrong. He got hit with a low blow that I kind of thought, you know, like really bothered him earlier in the fight. And we saw that body shots can give him some issues, as they would anyone. Usyk in the past was dropped 3 times from a body shot in the past in the amateurs. Joshua, even though he lost this fight, he still looked better than he did the first fight. And one thing I like about Anthony Joshua is in his rematches, the 2 of them, he's always improved. So I still would have, like, you know, am I wrong in saying he's the 3rd best heavyweight? Do you agree with that? Best heavyweight? It's Alexander Usyk, in my opinion. Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, yes, for the people of Ukraine. Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua. But I don't think that Joshua would beat Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk. Well, in a 3rd fight. Is Joshua leaving? He ain't gonna do no interview? Oh, man. Well, we're gonna hear from him at the post-fight press conference. Oh, he's going back. He's going back? Good. Good. There you go. There you go, because it would have been a bad look. It would have been a bad look. It would have been a bad look. He's going back. Is he going back to do his? Oh, he had to go. Did he have to go speak to the princess? The princess probably told him, "Get your ass in there. We paid you $50 million. You go do that interview." Yeah, it's time now. They got to make Joshua Wilder. It's time. They got to do it.
The question is, where does he go if Usyk is the man atop the division?
What's he saying?
Yeah, okay. You're not strong. How did you beat me? Let's do this. How? Because of skill. Let's do this. I had character. Okay. And determination. Listen. I just want to say.
They were talking about something. Joshua told Usyk, "How did you beat me? Not that you're strong. It's skill."
Fucking fire, man. Let's give him a round of applause. Oh man. So that's just emotion. Wait, I'm talking. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Look.
He was walking around with his flag.
Story, you would understand the passion. I ain't no fucking amateur boxer from 5 years old. That was an elite prospect from a youth, bro. I was going to jail. I see some hype little youths in Reading jail. I got bail and I started training my ass off. Because if I got sentenced, I wanted to be able to fight. I bust my case. My cousin Benga, where's he at? G14, raise your hand. I'm stealing this, Usyk, sorry. But it's because the fucking passion we put into this shit, man. Guys, I'm telling you, this guy, to beat me tonight, maybe I could have done better, but it shows the levels of hard work he must have put in. So please give him a round of applause as our heavyweight champion of the world. Woo! Motherfucker. I'm not a 12-round fighter. Look at me. I'm a new breed of heavyweights. All them heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey. Oh, yeah, you don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano. Because I ain't fucking 14 stone, that's why. I'm 18 stone, I'm heavy. It's hard work. This guy
What the hell's going on?
Talent. We're going to cheer for him 3 times. Well, how many belts you got now, bro? 5. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. And as I said, I was studying Ukraine and all the champions that have come from your amazing country, but I ain't never been there. But at the same time, what's happening there is, I don't know what's happening, but it's not nice at the end of the day. I've seen it with Lomachenko in his second fight against Orlando. There was unrest in Ukraine, right or wrong. There was issues in Ukraine in your second fight. There was civil war. Vitaly Klitschko, when he faced Danny Williams, civil unrest. Usyk as a champion, please raise your hand. Under them circumstances, he managed to become champion. Champ,
What the hell's going on?
Champ, champ! Champ, champ! And I just want to say, Bismillah.
What was that? What was that?
Well, that was something.
That was a truly unique moment in heavyweight boxing history. I don't know that I've ever seen a fight.
Is AJ broken? Is that? Oh, that's the landlord. The landlord's back.
After losing a fight quite like that, but also giving a great deal of credit to his opponent in the meantime.
Yeah, that was a little. That was a little bizarre.
The crowd on his way out.
That was something. That was definitely something.
And you know what, guys?
Hip, hip, hooray.
We're watching a man cope with his loss in real time. We're seeing the emotions come out in ways that maybe you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, there's ways to handle it. That wouldn't have been my choice, but interesting.
He's Anthony Joshua. He can do what he wants. I like when he's himself and he's not trying to be the company man.
Always, I mean, he hasn't lost that often, but he's handled losses in somewhat bizarre ways. Remember, he drew a lot of criticism for how he took the loss to Andy Ruiz, sort of hugging him and acting like it wasn't devastating to him, like most people in boxing, including some boxing luminaries.
We're waiting for them to interview Usyk.
Expected him to believe. But
there they are finally. They're going to interview Usyk.
We'll have a lot different things to say.
In this ring right now, Alexander,
once again, it'd be great if we can get to 1,000 likes while you're here. Let's listen in. We'll talk after.
On what I'm sure is a very emotional night for you. Can you try and sum up how you're feeling?
Definitely had a moment.
Ти все ще чемпіон. Багато емоцій в рингу. Що ти відчуваєш?
Я хочу подякувати всім тим, хто за мене молився.
I want to thank everyone who prayed for me.
Я хочу подякувати Богові за його допомогу, яку він мені сьогодні дав, тому що він мені дуже сьогодні і багато дав.
I want to thank God for the help that he gave me today because he did give me a lot today.
Мой Бог Ісус Христос.
My Lord is Jesus Christ.
I can thank you, Saudi. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Inshallah.
We know this fight was being broadcast in the Ukraine. Do you think that they are, in the words of Alex Krassyuk, having a big party there tonight? How do you think this victory will be received? I know it's a very, very difficult time for you. You were fighting not just for your undefeated record tonight, not just for your belts, but for your family, your friends and your people.
Що ти відчуваєш? В Україні цей бій був показаний безкоштовно. Багато людей вболівало за тебе. Це був бій не просто за пояси чи за свою команду. Це був бій за всю Україну.
Я присвячую цей поєдинок державі, своїй Україні, Збройним силам України та всім там, хто боронить нашу країну, своїй команді, своїй країні, всій моїй країні.
I devote this victory to my country, to my family, to my team, to all people, militaries who are defending the country. Thank you very, very much.
Do you mind if I ask you about the 12 rounds that we've just witnessed? A very good fight to watch. What was it like to be a part of? A much more evenly contested fight than the first fight.
Зараз хочемо поговорити про 12 раундів, які ми щойно побачили. Як було бути учасником цього змагання набагато більш конкурентного, ніж перший поєдинок?
А це вже історія. Його будуть дивитися багато поколінь, особливо той раунд, де мене намагалися сильно бити. Але я, слава Богу, вистояв і переломив ціль.
This is already history. Many generations gonna watch this fight, especially the round when someone tried to beat me hard, but I standed it and turned it in a different way. Thanks God.
Alexander, there was some upset from the Joshua camp at the end there. Did you feel that you had won the fight and that you were going to be crowned the victor?
Ми побачили певні емоції негативні з боку команди Джошуа. Чи ти відчував, що ти переміг у цьому поєдинку і що перемога достанеться тобі?
Yes, of course.
One more question about the future. There's one belt that you still do not have. It's occupied at the moment by Tyson Fury, who claims he is retired. What do you think happens next? Do you want that WBC belt next? Do you think it will be against Tyson Fury, or is he really retired?
Тобі ще не вистачає одного пояса. Як ти думаєш, наступний поєдинок буде проти Тайсона Ф'юрі, чи він насправді пішов на пенсію?
Ні, він не пішов на пенсію, він хоче зі мною боксувати. І моя команда буде в цьому напрямку працювати. Я буду боксувати чи з Тайсоном Ф'юрі, чи я не буду боксувати взагалі.
No, I'm sure that Tyson Fury is not retired yet. I'm convinced he wants to fight me. I want to fight him. And if I'm not fighting Tyson Fury, I'm not fighting at all.
And you believe you will become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world?
Тільки Бог знає, стану я чи ні.
Only God knows whether I will or not.
Но ми усі, оці хлопці, парубки, моя команда, я їх дуже люблю. Вони мені допоможуть в цьому.
But all these gentlemen here around me, my team, they're going to help me.
I just wonder if you had a final message for everyone back home.
Останнє послання. Для фанатів.
Слава Богу за все.
Thanks, Lord, for everything.
Congratulations, well done.
Well,
Eddie Hearn.
well, we got to listen to Eddie now. You think Eddie Hearn crying? Let's listen to Eddie.
Your thoughts
and then we're going to talk about everything, recap, and get you a little bit of highlights.
On kind of what unfolded afterwards.
Well, firstly, I mean, what a performance from Alexander Usyk. I mean, in the 9th round, I ran over. I thought we had him. The 10th round was one of the best rounds I've seen to turn a fight, not back around because it was very close at that point, but what Usyk did in the 10th, the 11th and the 12th was incredible. And that was the difference tonight because AJ didn't start fast enough, but he fought a much better fight. He hurt Usyk badly in the 9th, and I felt like he was going to come on strong, but Usyk came out like a train. And as I said, that 10th round was the moment he decided to regain the fight. It was an incredible performance. He's just too good. You know, he's too good and there's no shame in it. And, you know, you saw the reaction from AJ, and that was from a human who wanted to win so badly with so much pressure on his shoulders. And I think he just exploded because he lost and he was devastated, and he's given everything to try and win this fight. He couldn't win the fight. He's a competitor, he's a winner. But this man's too good. That 10th round, the 11th round, the 12th round was just, that's why this guy's pound for pound #1.
The right result, though?
I felt it was 115, 113 to Usyk. You know, I got in they asked me what I thought when I got in. They thought it was close. I thought it was close, but I felt Usyk won the fight because of the 10th, the 11th and the 12th. You know, going into those rounds, I had it very, very close. Even maybe AJ slightly up by 1 round after the 9th, but he just, the championship round showed from a championship fighter, a pound for pound great. That was the difference. And it was a great performance from Anthony Joshua.
Fury too big, or has he got the skills to beat Fury? Difficult question.
Yeah, they're both tremendous fighters. I'm not sure anyone can beat Alexander Usyk. You know, Tyson Fury's a clever man. He had the chance to fight him. He chose not to. Will he come out of retirement? Good luck to both of them. But, you know, this man is an incredible fighter. AJ gave it everything. He had a great training camp. He was desperate to win this fight tonight, as you saw. You know, but he wasn't good enough on the night. And that's sport. That's high-level boxing. He lost 115, 130. He lost a split decision to the pound for pound #1. There's no disgrace in that. But he's not pound for pound #1. He's got to go away if he wants to, come back, rebuild, get the frustration out, because you saw part of it there. And be happy. That's the most important thing.
Thanks, Eddie.
So they're going to be having a post-fight press conference not too long from now. And within, like, basically the fighters got to go to the back. And obviously you can see Usyk is still in the ring. They got to do their physicals, clean up and everything. And then it's going to be a post-fight press conference, which we're going to be streaming after this stream. But thank you for watching. Down below in the description box is some links here. Let me show you real quick. And we're going to talk about Tyson Fury in a minute. There's some links. There's his wife. And some links to all of my social media, like my podcast, available on Apple, Spotify, all that jazz. Also, you can follow me on Twitter right here. Boom, that's me, T Street Controversy, a Fight View 360. But let me say this. Joshua, he did have a little breakdown in there in the ring. He had a little breakdown. If you didn't see the post-fight interview, I guess, you know, we'll go run it back. I'll play it for you again. But it was a little bizarre. He's walking around with the Ukrainian flag. There's the body shots. By the way, he really did good to the body. That was the best part. That was the best game plan that Joshua could have, is go to the body. But if we really think about it, he just can't beat Usyk. He can't. You know, what could he do? You know, he just has to hope that he knocks Usyk out, and Usyk beat him cleanly twice. Now, I can understand, you know, why Josh was frustrated, because you know what's going to happen, right? Now he's going to the back of the line. You know, so no, as long as Usyk is still around, he ain't going to get no title shot. Unless they try to go for the gusto and go try to do Fury versus Usyk. I mean, Fury versus Joshua. And it still would be a big fight. But it will likely be a career fight for Anthony Joshua, because I got Tyson Fury beating him. But now what does he do? Does he go on a long layoff again? You know, he had a good game plan, and you can't blame Robert Garcia. Joshua looked good, let's be honest. It's just that he can't beat Usyk. My personal opinion is Usyk is the #1 heavyweight. Number 2, Tyson Fury. Number 3, Anthony Joshua. Number 4 is where things start getting a little, you know, like dicey, where you got guys like Wilder, Dylan White, Andy Ruiz. By the way, we're going to be streaming also the next big, let's look at the punch stats. Let's pause it here and go check out the punch stats. 124 landed for Joshua, 492 thrown. 170 landed for Usyk, 712 thrown. Power punches, 101 Usyk, 131. I remember the commentary was saying that in the first fight, Joshua had only threw 15 body punches total. By round number 5, he had threw 16 in this fight. But Usyk is just good, and Usyk got a chin. We've seen him take some big shots from Joshua, especially the biggest punch that Joshua threw and connected was a left hook. I forgot exactly what round. I should have marked it. But on my card, it may have been a little wide, but round 1 could have went to anyone. But I gave Joshua 8 rounds to 4 for Usyk. 8 rounds to 4 for Usyk. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is follow me on Twitter. And I'm going to put the link up as soon as this stream is over. But there's going to be a post-fight press conference. And I want to see what Joshua's going to have to say. So the fighters are going to go clean themselves up. But who does Joshua fight next? Realistically, who does he fight next? Maybe they go after him as a comeback fight versus Felix Hergovitz or Zhilei Zhang. You know, you think that's the way to go? By the way, I think Felix Hergovitz should have lost to Zhang earlier tonight. But, hey, you know, whatever. Realistically, though, you have Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker fighting on September the 24th. But I don't think that Joshua's going to be fighting and Matchroom are going to be doing anything with a Frank Warren fighter, especially since he needs a comeback fight. You know, like, how do you rebuild Joshua? Do you think he should take a break? I don't think he should go on a long layoff. I think that they really need to go after the Tyson Fury fight. You know, I think it's now that fight needs to get made. If Tyson Fury doesn't fight Usyk, he needs to, you know, him and Joshua needs to happen. You know? But then again, maybe the Wilder fight, that's still big. Deontay Wilder's fighting a sparring partner, Robert Helenius, October the 15th. We're going to be streaming during that main event as well. Here on Fox pay-per-view. September the 4th, it's a Sunday. Andy Ruiz is going to be fighting Luis Ortiz. We're going to be streaming during that pay-per-view as well. And then September the 24th, basically in, you know, a month and a half span or so, you're going to have another heavyweight fight with Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker. So all the main guys are fighting, you know, and we don't know what Tyson Fury's doing. He's bullshitting around. You know, nobody believes that he's retired. So now, by the way, Usyk is now the Ring Magazine champion because Tyson Fury vacated it. And the WBC has given Tyson Fury until August the 26th to decide what he's going to do with that WBC title. So this is what I'm going to go do. We got to get ready. I got to go get some water. Basically, I ran out of water and maybe get some pretzels, a snack. And we're going to be back for the post-fight press conference. So come check back on the channel in like 20 minutes or so. And we're going to be streaming. I'm going to put the link up for the post-fight press conference. Thanks for watching. Please drop a like before you go. That would be awesome. All of you guys can drop a like before you leave here to try to get 2,000. And I'm going to be uploading a whole bunch of videos between now and tonight because I still have 2 boxing cards to cover. Top Rank, UFC 278, and the Omar Figueroa fight against Sergey Lipinets, which was supposed to be Broner. Thanks for watching. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I'm T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Also, the link to my podcast is right there pinned at the top of the chat or the comments. I'm going to be doing an exclusive podcast recap on Monday, likely actually tomorrow. The Fight View 360 boxing podcast hosted by myself, T Street Controversy. We're going to be uploading that soon. Thanks for watching. See you guys in a few.